programs.
Okay.
Once again, we are live.
Hey, we'll try this again. So, if you can see us, if you can hear us, let us know in the comments. We had technical difficulties with our first go around.
Let's see. Let's
Hopefully
check on everything else. Make sure
you can
back up and running.
Hear and see and hang out, and give it a minute. Make sure. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, it's
Oh.
working on this side.
Yay.
Okay.
YouTube.
That's one.
Maybe. It looks like TikTok's working. I can see that.
How's Facebook doing? He's doing, oh.
How are we doing?
Facebook should be good. How's TikTok looking? But yeah, everybody's saying loud and clear
Cool.
on Instagram.
We got 5x5 over here on YouTube.
5x5 on YouTube.
Woohoo. Sorry for that. We got the kinks all figured out. But we are live, and now we can hang out. And
TikTok's great.
cool. Yeah,
Yay.
we're here. We're live. We can start hanging out. It is March Madness month. We've been going over the March E algorithm. We did massive bleeding, which is the letter M, last week, and this week we're doing airway and respiratory. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the newsletter, because you will get to see a really cool video tomorrow. That is actually naso. It's a wife putting a naso in her husband's nose. They're both trained professionals.
Are you saying that she noodled him?
I mean, I guess, if that's how you want to say it. But if you guys have ever been curious or wondered how you, apply a naso, is that the word? Correct word? Apply? Because
Apply, insert.
insert a naso.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Christina, what would be the terminology for putting a nose noodle in? Is it apply, insert? Is it
Insert.
insert?
Okay.
We're going with that.
Insert.
Not violate.
To some people.
To some people,
Yeah,
it's
this
gonna
is
be
true.
A little bit of a violate.
Okay, so if you've ever wanted to learn how to insert a nasopharyngeal airway, or a nose noodle, or a naso short, make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter, because the video will be going out tomorrow, and it is exclusive content for a little bit for you guys. So you can go to refugemedical.com and subscribe to the newsletter. And if you are already subscribed to the newsletter, that means you know the trivia question. Don't put the answer in yet.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I know you all know the answer, that you were a part of the newsletter, but we're going to wait. We're going to hold off. It's a really interesting giveaway, though. They are doing our new bleeding prevention kit,
Yes.
the basic version, and that's really exciting. We actually had our guys building those out this morning. We made our own instruction card for them, so you'll get to see those. It's really cool to start doing like Refuge branded things.
I
Like
know,
they're
making
ours.
Stuff in-house. Show them the card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show 'em.
hand over the card.
Okay.
You can do it, Lauren.
I took
Wait, no, come in.
Come in,
do
hang
the
out.
hand modeling.
Vanna White it.
There we go.
I'll have to hold it super
I
close.
actually
So.
took the photos for this
Oh,
card.
this isn't the new one.
What?
This is our printed one.
What?
Where's
Wait.
the
It's on my
one?
desk.
I'll get it. Okay, I'm going.
Scramble.
Go, go, go.
Scramble.
This is our tester that we printed on our in-house printer, but we actually got them printed massively. So,
Oh, nice.
and they're on like the fancy paper and everything.
Yeah. Can you
She's
find
coming.
it? Yeah. She can't find it.
They're by the vacuum sealer. If you can't find the one on my desk, my desk is a little
got
crazy.
Lauren scrambling around all over the place. Well, your desk is a giant desk.
I know, it's a giant.
Completely surrounds you.
These are so nice.
Aren't they? I didn't know that you didn't see those yet.
See them yet. Okay.
Okay,
You
there you
made
go.
it.
Try it again. There you go.
Ooh. Ah.
Doesn't the coloring look super nice? So yeah,
So nice.
you guys can see it there. You see it? That's the front. And then it's actually all of our pictures in there. So you have the wound packing and the ETD. And then you have the tourniquet application. And then on the back, you have applying a chest seal. And these are actually all of our pictures.
That's my arm.
And our staff, yep. That is Christina's arm.
And Todd's chest.
And Todd, yep. Todd's chest is now
And
famous.
beard. Oh no, the beard got cut out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and then it actually has a QR code on these that takes you, links you to the YouTube playlist that actually gives you more in-depth instructions. So these are awesome. These are going to be coming in every bleeding prevention kit. We only have the basic available right now, but the intermediate, advanced, and kid version will be coming out later this month. And you can click the Notify Me button on our website if you were interested in those other ones that aren't available yet.
Shop Step, you have not missed the trivia question.
Nope.
So please do not answer it.
Nope, don't answer the trivia question. We'll be doing that soon. We're going to make sure everyone gets a chance to hop in. We had some technical difficulties. We'll make sure everyone makes it back. And then we will do the exciting newsletter trivia question that you guys are all holding your answers for.
Well, we have a question for Christina.
Uh-oh.
Christina, come on down.
Come hang out. I don't have the clapping. I don't have the clapping one.
Oh no! Oh,
I'm still watching TikTok.
Christina, everyone! Christina!
I can see it too.
Yay! All right.
What was the question?
Well,
Kinda.
The Prairie Ball Buster asked, is a nasopharyngeal intubation contradicted in someone who has a surgical correction of a deviated septum?
It could be,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. If the deviated septum has been corrected, it shouldn't be contraindicated.
Okay.
Shouldn't be.
Only if it's been corrected though.
Yeah.
So
Like
Now-
my husband has a deviated septum, and you can't. It won't.
you had to use the opposite
Yeah,
side. That's why you have two choices,
We'll
right?
see that video tomorrow.
50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Todd looked super pleased at the end of it. He looked like he really enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Now, can you go into detail of what she's talking about? Does that mean that it's crushed, or it's repaired, or
A
what?
deviated septum, so it can actually be repaired. Most of the time they go in there and then they kind of, I'm sitting here doing my notes. But they usually just go in there and they chip away and they correct it as much as possible. They can actually remove that and replace it too. I don't know how. There's so many different ways to fix
Yeah.
it.
Doesn't it?
For sure.
Don't you use like a balloon and like it squeezes it open or something
I don't
like
know.
that?
I'm not
I see all these weird videos
There's
on
always-
the internet where they'll have some stuff packed in their sinuses, and then they have to pull this giant booger thing out.
I don't know.
Nope, I don't watch those
And that
videos.
sounds gross.
Yeah, I
We're
saw.
not all Dudley
Yeah.
over here.
Oh yeah, I
With the
watch
trauma.
weird stuff on the internet.
I mean, I like to watch Pimple Popper. But
Uh-uh,
I don't,
nope.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very like,
I think
Nope.
so.
I don't know.
Satisfying.
Yeah, it's like you're like, yep, get
Yeah.
it all.
Nope, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Nope, not one of those people. So we had a question on TikTok, and they were asking if we had a waterproof kit for kayakers or boaters.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
flashback.
I was gonna say we have the crash vac, which is the bare vac, but the contents inside are vacuum sealed, so they're completely, waterproof on the inside. The outside bag is water resistant. Obviously, it's gonna get wet, but your contents that are inside the kit are vacuum sealed, so they'll be safe. And then we also have the crash and smash, which are not in stock right now, but those come in Pelican cases, and those are waterproof too. So I would recommend that for boaters. You don't really have as much space on kayaks.
Yeah.
But the crash vac is definitely the way to go if you're looking for kayaks, something small you can keep on you. What you got?
Here's a couple of follow-ups. So glad I have my septum corrected, but my daughter broke my nose, so I might need a revision. And she also said, no, my surgeon used a collaborator,
I don't know.
I don't.
and other tools to cut away. My friend has this was a scrub nurse for my surgery. Coblator is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
not
know what that
surgeons.
is. I have to look that up.
That sounds like you got to go to a lot of school to do
Yeah,
all that.
pretty much, or do a lot of Googling.
For sure.
Yeah.
Someone said balloon opens sinuses and crushes miscellaneous material. Had it 4 times.
Oh,
Oh, they did get the balloon.
what did
thing.
you do? Something to break your nose 4 times? Like
Shop Step asked if the ox is waterproof too.
the
Yes.
the aux case is waterproof as well.
Yeah, Christina knows opening those cases, they are airtight.
Yeah. And we actually have a very high standard on those cases. Those were from a newer manufacturer, and we actually sent back quite a bit of the first runs because they were not up to our standard, the latches, the handles. So we only pass to you guys what passes our standard, which is set really high.
Okay.
So.
Well, I haven't checked out the new cases that came in. Does it have a pressure release valve on it?
On the yellow
ox kit?
cases, I don't know.
Let's check it out.
I don't remember seeing.
I don't think so. I don't think it has like it still has the rubber seal. Oh, it does have it.
What is this?
Maybe?
I think this is the pressure release valve on here.
I know we can.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it
twist
is.
that a little bit,
Oh.
and that
Christina,
releases
that
the
would have been
pressure.
nice for us to know.
Yeah, so it does have the pressure release there, and it does have when you open it. Oh, the watertight seal around it, and these cases are made in Texas, so they're made in America.
America!
This is the Ox Basic.
That was F-A-K.
Yes, for IFAC. Not what you all were thinking.
This is our Ox Basic. We also offer an Ox Advanced, which has more trauma capability, but this is the basic version, and it is heavy duty opening these things. Like,
Also, Britt,
yeah.
if they saw the way that was packed, not sure that got repacked the way we actually packed it.
Oh.
Probably not. It's in the media corner, and we just
Yeah,
do whatever,
you guys
so.
take apart kits all the time for things, and I'm not sure we send somebody over here to repack them because our guys are super specific about how everything is packed, and if it's not packed exactly right, it doesn't even fit half the time because that's how precise our layouts are, because we try to fit the most into our kits. We try to maximize all the contents for our kits, and we only give you guys the best quality contents. So that is this is our Ox Basic. I love the first aid sticker on it too, because if it's hanging on a wall somewhere, like you can easily see it and know that it's medical. You know.
It's going to grab your attention for the yellow and keep your attention with the red.
Yep. And then it has the contents list on the inside, which you guys saw, and it also has
That was my idea.
For replacement components, you can email us. So if you use things out of it, you just need a few things replaced, you're all set. I was excited for these. Yes.
Gold said, my uncle has a fake septum due to heavy cocaine use when he was running that game pretty heavy in Tulsa back in the 80s.
Oh, man.
Well, that was
That'll
sounds
do
like a rough life.
That will do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a fake septum, that means it's probably gonna be just fine.
Yeah, because it still has the space.
Yep, you still have the space to go through there.
Okay, so we got any other questions? We got Christina. You want to tell them, just for the new people, a little bit about your background and why you get to the knowledge that you have, I guess, get to share the knowledge you have with us?
Yeah, although sometimes it's like, where is it at?
Yeah,
like,
where is it?
Oh my gosh. So I've been in EMS for 20 years, EMT school. I've been a first responder, volunteer firefighter. I was a reserve officer on the mounted patrol, and I've been through paramedic school.
Oh, how have you done all of that? And
dispatch.
And you're a mom.
Mounted
And I'm a
patrol? Is that like...
Mounted patrol on the horses.
Oh, wow.
You haven't seen my picture? I'll have to show you later.
No.
Yeah.
No, we need to do a little feature thing on
Yeah,
you on the...
and a
Wait,
mom,
Instagram.
and a mom of 5.
Mounted patrol or a Mountie?
Mounted patrol.
Oh, that's right. You're American.
Mounted
Yes.
Where do they have mounted patrol officers?
So, like a lot of the little counties, because it's so rural here, they use them for search and rescue. And then, so I was on the.
Oh, you get a mic.
Oh, I get a mic.
Sorry about that.
Yay.
Uh-oh.
People can't hear me.
There's a little bit of a complaint that they couldn't hear you.
There we go. You got it.
Maybe you can hear me now.
Yep.
So, like, Crawford County Sheriff's Office is where I was at.
Okay.
And it's so rural up in the county that they would break out the horses to go up where vehicles and such couldn't
That
get
makes
to.
sense for mainly search and rescue. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, obviously the parades and then
Yeah.
the rodeo. They helped out in the rodeo.
That makes sense. Rodeo definitely makes sense to have it at.
Yeah.
What you got?
We have a follow-up to when we asked how did they break it 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, doctor said I had the most diseased sinuses he'd seen.
Oh.
Sinuses had been closed up since birth.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oof.
So no, probably not cocaine that time.
No, probably not. Okay, so do we want to do our first trivia question, our newsletter trivia question?
Yes, we
wanna-
do.
Don't type it in
You wanna throw me the prize?
Oh.
Lawrence, catch
heck
it.
yeah.
No.
Zucchini over here, everyone.
it does look really good. I can
backing out.
I can smell it.
It's not a hot one.
So the trivia question that was in the newsletter is what we're looking for. I can't tell you the trivia question. You have to have been on the newsletter to know the answer. But you will win a bleeding prevention kit basic version from us, from Refuge Medical. It's got all the fun things in it. Do we?
Oh, I was like, that's not the answer. But then I was like, oh, wait, we have 2 questions.
It is, but is it the right? Is it the newsletter answer?
It is. I have somebody. I don't know if anybody else has any on the platform, but Electrocraft 98 was the first one.
Wow, that was Electrocraft. What was it?
The tongue.
Yep, that's the answer. Was the tongue. But who is the
Electrocraft 98.
Electrocraft 98? That actually, I don't think they've won yet. I think
think so.
I don't. That name doesn't ring a bell. So,
Job,
yay! Congratulations.
Electrocraft! Woohoo!
See, and I'm pretty sure when we asked it, because we always like do the trivia question in the office first, everyone was like food. Nobody actually said tongue is the answer, so that was interesting. It was an interesting trivia question. So make sure you email us at admin@Refuge Medical your address so that we can ship you our bleeding prevention kit basic, and we will get that in the mail as soon as we can. We are spooling them up right now and working on them as quick as we can. And this bleeding prevention kit basic comes with the Orange Cat Gen 7. It comes with the 6-inch responder ETD from North American Rescue. It comes with 2 compressed gauze. It comes with 2 pairs of gloves. It comes with a set of our trauma shears, our survival blankets, a Sharpie, and our instruction card that we actually made. So this is a really great kit, and it retails at $59.99, I think, on the website right now. So make sure that you guys check this out. I love it for just storing places, especially in desks and stuff.
Like putting that under your seat in
Yeah.
your vehicle, that's
It'd be super, but if you do store it somewhere not opened, you need to remember that like your tourniquet's not going to be staged yet, your items are going to be staged. You're going to need to have something else for quick access deploy and kind of have this as your backup. If you want this as your first resort, you need to open it and get all the contents staged and ready. Because it is a great kit, but it definitely is in packaging. It's not going to be something you can whip out and, you know, save a life in 90 seconds if you don't have it.
We have a lot of content on the YouTube channel. Hopefully everybody is subscribed to the YouTube channel. But one of the best ways to learn how to use these kits is going to a class at Refuge Training.
Yep.
And hey, Hannah, come on up.
Come on.
We need to know what classes are available because I think the Pennsylvania classes are sold out.
You guys leave tomorrow too, don't you?
Tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute before they complain at me.
You need to mic.
Yep, I
Gotta
should
get
have mic'd
mic'd
you
up.
up first. There you go.
Hello.
Hey.
Testing. 1, 2,
Slide in.
3.
So,
Hi, guys.
most of our classes are sold out for the year, right? I mean, there's definitely a few that have sold out. I guess not all of them.
Yes, we still have, let's see, the Idaho Boise class.
Oh, that's you guys have done that location before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And Tell City, Indiana still has a lot of spots. That's a really
That
good
is a really good one.
class.
If you guys
should go to that.
If you want a sneak peek of the Telecity, Indiana class, it is on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
There's a video, and it is really awesome. That one, I was excited to watch that video, and I was almost like, oh, I want to go, but I have been pregnant this whole
Yes.
time, so soon enough, I'll
it's
get
a
there.
really good class,
Yeah.
and yeah, we will see you there soon.
Is there any Waco spots left? Is that one sold
There
out?
are some Waco spots left.
Waco!
That's our, I'd say that's our number one. I'd say Tell City is probably our second most fun class. We have a lot of fun out there. And then we also have, with this upcoming tour, we have a Alabama class, Auburn, Alabama.
Oh.
A lot of people ask us to go out there. Unfortunately, only 8 people have signed up for our Responder 1. So
you do have quite a
Alabama.
And
Where
if
you
you're
at?
in Georgia or Florida, like just travel to Alabama because
Yep.
we're traveling from Oklahoma.
And
wait
if
a
you
minute, you're not saying it right. We already went over how you have to say David's name.
David.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently people call him Dave.
For that class that has openings, you guys like Alabama, man.
Alabama. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, you should sign up for that class. Sign up for any class that's available online right now.
Yep.
Because who knows where we're going, where we'll be, what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
so many huge things
There's
I
a lot
know.
of things cooking right now, and so get the classes that are available while they're there.
Yeah, don't wait for one to come closer to you because
Nope.
we can't promise
And there's
anything.
a lot of people asking us to go to specific places.
Yep.
The best thing would be to sign up for the newsletter because you get updated with new classes that we do post. But also just check our website, see what's available. If something's near you and you really want the training, find the time to come out and see us and have a really good time.
Yeah, you will not regret it. I have not heard from one single person that they
Nope.
were like, that was not worth more than I paid for it. Like, everybody has walked
very
out.
valuable.
It is not death by PowerPoint at all.
So
No.
I filmed the last
Yeah, you did.
class.
And that was your first
That was my first
experience.
Like my husband's taken it. My husband's come back when the rubber bullets were happening. And he had like amazing marks from that. But I got to film that class, and it was amazing to hear the testimonies from like the beginning of what they thought was going to happen, and then seeing grown men getting emotional because they just realized how much they didn't know,
Yep.
where they saw their weaknesses, and then how much they learned. And like, I mean, these guys were really
Yeah.
removed. Like,
And you grow as a team, which is a really cool thing. You
Yes.
don't know these people that you're training with, but there's something that happens where you just learn to trust each other and really rely on each other as a team because you have to with our training.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when you're kind of put in that situation, like, it's make or break.
Yep.
You know, you gotta work with who you got around you because you don't know when something's gonna happen and who's gonna be around you in that moment.
Exactly.
Like, things happen all the time.
Really quick and fast. And
Yeah.
so it's good to make friends really quick because then you know who you can rely on.
Yeah, and you being your own first responder and having that knowledge is definitely really crucial, especially in the world that we're in and going into in this day and age. Like, you don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when EMS is going to get there. So at least having some kind of stop the bleed knowledge is huge.
National average for the national average for certified EMS personnel is dropping
Oh,
rapidly.
yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that. The national average of certified personnel for EMS, right, is been dropping. So there's just not enough of them in
And that goes
any
with,
area.
That goes with firefighters. That goes with a lot of these people
Yeah.
that we depend on day to day to help us out. And now it's like, well, if we can't depend on them, who's going to save
Yeah,
us?
you can only really depend on yourself when it comes to these things.
Lauren.
one of the guys that was taking, actually, there were 3 guys that were either firefighter, EMS, and cop, police.
Yeah.
In the last class, and he was saying the fact that civilians are learning how to do that.
Mhm.
And he was saying, you know, now if I'm at a traffic stop and you see me leaking, like
Yeah.
blood,
Yeah.
help me.
Yeah.
And there are civilians that will be out there that know what to do. You could end up saving the first responders' lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I had a response on the motorcycle scenario
Yep.
that you guys, and he said I would totally walk past and totally not even help that person. They would have to die. I'm
It's
like,
crazy.
could you live with yourself
Mhm.
knowing that
didn't
you
try.
could have helped that person?
Yeah.
Well, and we see the videos where people are kids fighting at school, kids or adults fighting on the subway, and people just standing around letting it happen, putting their heads down, and you're watching this on your phone being angered.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do if you're put in that situation? Are you gonna be uncomfortable and kind of act like it's not happening because it's not me?
They did a
that's
whole
in
show
that?
about, like, what would you do? Is that what it was
Oh
called?
yeah.
oh my God.
Yes.
And it
I
was,
used to
they
watch
like,
that.
I love that show.
yeah, put you in those scenarios. Yeah.
Actors in it, and they wanted to see what you react.
And it was really interesting to see how different people reacted. But I know we get asked the question a lot. Everything that you guys teach in training is covered under the Good Samaritan.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, so
we do
we-
not teach anything that is not covered.
Yep. And we want to make sure that you guys know that so that you guys aren't, if you're, leery about anything, that you won't get for some reason in trouble for having this knowledge and applying it to somebody out into the world, especially when it comes to our family. Like, I don't want to ever be in that situation where I'm like watching a family member or somebody, even if they're not family, blood family, but they're somebody I love, like not being able to help them and not having that knowledge.
What I tell people, don't poke new holes.
Yeah. Do not poke new holes. You can,
You should touch on the fact that y'all don't just do, like you said, it's not death by PowerPoint, but you do some scenario-based training.
yep.
Yes,
And
we
you
do.
guys do common scenarios, things that
Yes.
lots of people run into.
Yes. So our training is, we only know of one other place that does something similar to our training, and we actually just visited last week with them. We're trying to partner with them. We'll see what happens.
That's a secret. We can't
secret.
go any deeper than that.
But you know, our scenarios, they put you in real life situations where you have to think and react, and you might not experience that in real life where you get a practice run before you actually get the real thing happening. And so it equips you with the awareness that you need, and you're able to see where you fail, which is what we strive actually. We want you to fail so that you can learn where your weak points are and then build upon that and have you succeed.
Yep. Yeah, in the end, you want them to succeed, but you want to see where the points are that they need to work on. It's just like with any type of training. Like, you're not going to walk into it as a pro. There's no reason to train if you walk into it as a pro.
When you walk up onto a scene, there's so many things that can happen, like auditory exclusion, where you don't hear things going on.
That was amazing.
It happens to, it happens for 8 out of 10 people. Only one person out of, 15 or 16 people was able to hear a noise that we had made.
Quiet noise.
No, and it's not a quiet noise. We make loud noise. Only one person heard that. And so we throw a lot of chaos and things like that, because in the real world, when you're walking up on a scene, so many things are going to be going on. Your senses are going to go crazy. And so we basically create a scenario where we try and be the world and the chaos, and you have to...
It's kind of that fight or flight. Like, you need to learn what to do.
And you have to make decisions while that happens, because that happens in real life where a lot of things are getting thrown at you, and you have to make a decision.
Yep. What you got, Dad?
Well, Andrew Stanek just commented where you're saying you have to make a decision to save someone. People are always making a decision to grab their phone and record and not take action.
Yep. That's what, it's crazy the amount of people that want to video it, but I think a lot of people like almost hide behind technology, especially nowadays more than ever.
Well, and I think people are afraid, you know, if you insert yourself into a situation, you don't know what the outcome is, and you're already scared.
Especially if you don't have the knowledge behind what to do, and that's where a lot of it is.
That's what it comes down to, is having the having the right knowledge to be able to go into a situation and control yourself and to be able to move forward through it, because you don't want to be someone recording on their phone if someone's leg gets severed or whatever, you know, like how awful is that? You're just another person who's basically a drone.
It's one of those things too where people might be like, well, what can I do? They're gonna die. Like, you have no idea how amazing the human body can be.
Yeah.
So don't give up until the fat lady sings.
Yeah. There's so many people commenting on that the motorcycle scenario video that we did, that they were like, he would have bled out, and we're like, no, like he would have been going into some shock, but you could have definitely saved him. Like, we measured that blood before we poured it out for that scenario to show blood looks like so much when it's on the ground compared to when it's in the body. Like,
because that water disperses.
And it's, I think TJ will always do with just a water bottle, like he'll show it on the ground.
He just posted a video about it.
Go
watch it.
On all platforms.
Go watch it.
It's a really interesting, it's a really good eye opener.
It
is for that, because you're just
it's
like
the visual that you need for it to bank into your subconscious to be like, okay, I can still try and help that person.
Yeah, they're not a lost cause at that point.
No.
Did you have something, Dudley?
Oh no, I was just going to talk about that video that's up on all platforms, showing how much blood you can actually lose
before
you're completely done.
Yeah, that's definitely
It doesn't even sound like a lot, you know, when it comes down to liters, but when you see it, it's actually, you have to bleed out quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, he goes into like how much blood when you go and donate blood that they take, and then it's a really cool video. So make sure you check it out, because it is across all the platforms. You guys will be able to find it. Oh, look, I can see Howitzer jumped in on TikTok. Hey, husband. I'm drinking water. He's been on me about drinking water, and I actually have a water bottle, and I've drank almost half of it.
She's only drinking that water.
Hey, get her a nice water bottle that she can put like ice in it.
I had one, and I was terrible at like drinking the water in it where it got moldy.
Oh. I lost my water bottle.
I'm not.
I have like many brand new ones at home. I'll bring you one.
There you go.
I'm a terrible, like, I'm never thirsty, unless I like have it in front of me, and I'm never good about having it in front of me. But I'm 36 weeks pregnant, and my husband is super on me about staying hydrated at this point. So we're working on it. We're doing our,
What you got,
I would say, our best. But
Sean Skelton said a lot of people don't know about the Good Samaritan law either, so they are scared to get involved.
Absolutely.
yep. And I heard, and I guess I don't know if this is for sure, but that the Good Samaritan like depends on the state. They kind of vary.
Yes.
So you need to really Google the Good Samaritan law for your state to be, which I'm sure you guys go over when you're kind of in there, like the ones.
Well,
But
we basically tell people, according to whatever your state laws
Yeah.
are, we want you to look up the information for yourselves.
and know where to find it, so that if something ever does happen, you're like, no, like this is, I know my stuff. You need to know it, like the back of your head.
This one's for you, Hannah. How often do you hold classes close to home, and how much does it cost?
So we've only had one local class in
I
Oklahoma.
was gonna say, what's close to home?
Yeah.
The first one,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Oh, what?
the first one close to
Oh,
home.
the first one.
I'm just saying, like, hopefully it's not a while.
No, we're hoping for more local classes. The prices are, responder 1 is $429. Responder 2 is $359.
Link is in the comments if they want to.
Link is in the comments if you want to see it, and then responder 3 is
To sign up for responder
around
3,
$1,200.
you gotta do all of it, right?
Yeah.
You gotta do
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and our courses are set up so that they build off of each other. So
Yep.
if you go to responder, you can't just jump into responder 2 without taking responder 1 because you won't have any context of what
Yep.
we talked about.
Yeah.
And then as for future Oklahoma classes, we are really hoping so.
Yep.
Like I said, there's a lot of things simmering in the pot. It's a huge stew right now. We just cut up the potatoes, onions in there.
Yep.
We don't know what it's going to turn out to be. So
that means
Stay tuned.
bombard
Hang out with
her
us.
with emails.
do not
for
bombard me with
another
emails.
class
You can talk
here
with
in
me. We can
Oklahoma.
chat.
Just email her. I have 50
I do have a
people
folder.
that want to take a class.
That
You-
would help.
Since you coming on to the Refuge Training side, you guys have become much more organized. So if you have contacted Refuge Training in the past, and it has not been Hannah probably responding, that they are
And
actually
I'm doing my best.
now
so-
that they got you in there actually responding, it is happening much faster, much easier, and they're staying better organized. Because
Yes.
yeah, it was craziness just because you guys were growing so fast,
That
like
my
and
husband-
traveling.
That and my husband was
Like,
doing too many jobs, and
yeah.
so he
has a
only
lot of
has
hats.
so much bandwidth to do whatever. And if you're in the
Yeah.
office for one day, you see what gets thrown at you.
Ugh.
It's like, oh, this person walks in, this person wants to talk, this person wants to talk. We got to get this done. So it's a lot of putting out fires. So we do our best.
I went home last night
people,
and I
though.
was like, I feel like a firefighter with how many fires that I put out yesterday, because it's just all day long now that I am director here at
and
Refuge.
you feel very proud after anything you accomplish. You know, like I accomplished the schedule, and I was like, I feel so good. Everyone, look at this. Look
I
at this.
don't feel as accomplished because then I look at my other 99 things
yeah,
on my list.
well-
I'm one of those like, okay, I've checked off one
Gotta take
of
it one at a
900.
time. Gotta
Like,
take it one at
I
a
know,
time.
and I do. I've started just a list of basically sticky notes just cover my desk.
That's my office.
Because sticky notes, I can at least be like, okay, I'm done with that one.
I asked my husband,
Okay, I'm
I was
done with
like,
that
do you
one.
like how I organize this? And he's like, I don't know about that. Because if you know my husband, he's very
Yeah.
organized.
Yeah.
I'm more,
So yeah, and my husband's kind of the same way as
Messy.
your husband. Like, he's like, I want everything. I'm gonna open up the cupboard and be able to see everything when I open it. And I'm like, no, I have to like remove layers to like see everything.
or I
And
want
I'm
my
like,
favorites closed,
Yeah.
you know, like I have my own system.
Yep, for sure. What you got?
Got 2 questions for Hannah. One from Hillbilly Homesteader.
Hey, hey.
Other than a pen and pad, what should one bring to Responder 1 class? And then a second question from the Rickster. Can someone who is disabled do the Responder class?
All right.
So the question would be, how disabled?
Yep.
Yes.
One would probably be okay.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll get to the disabled question second, since we had the first question. First question, remind me of it.
Other than
What-
pen and paper.
Other than pen and paper.
Yep.
For
What do you need?
Responder 1.
Wear appropriate clothes. We want you to be physically engaged. But other than that,
Yeah,
don't
you-
wear Crocs, don't wear sandals. You're not going to the beach or anything.
Yep. And you guys give them the trainer kit there, so they
we
don't.
have the trainer kit for you, so you don't need any prior knowledge.
Yep.
Just bring a pen and paper if you want.
Yeah.
We allow,
Maybe,
water, maybe some snacks.
Did you hear positive attitude?
A positive attitude. Come in ready to learn and to have fun with us, because that's really what it's about, and you're learning a ton. So if you have questions, ask us. You'll probably see me by the sales table, so you can ask me about the different kits that we have there. But we're usually hanging around, and even then we're still pretty crazy. So if you see us eating lunch, just...
And if you see them not in class, just be like, I don't see them, I don't see them.
For real.
What's up?
We got 2 questions.
The disabled question, though.
Yes,
Yep.
the
Disabled question. That depends on what your disability is.
Yep.
So we want you to make the best decision for yourself. I will tell you the responder 1 is more of a classroom setting. Responder 2 is also classroom setting with some scenarios. And then responder 3 is crazy.
Yeah,
So
definitely
very
not
physically
responder 3,
intense, very physically demanding, and it will push you. So really you have to make the best call for yourself. If you're dealing with some broken back or something, we had someone who had heart surgery who couldn't attend class. We want you to take care of yourself because your safety matters to us. We don't want you to hurt yourself any further.
Yeah.
And if anything, get a doctor's note before you come to class. That
Covers
takes
you,
care
yep.
of.
Oh, you had another question.
Where we got all the
that's not
questions.
a I was pointing at you.
Sorry, who will be the trainer for the Idaho classes? Maria Ramos would like to know.
Oh.
That is still pending.
There's a lot of things in
I
the
have
works
seen
right now.
your email, and I haven't responded yet because
You probably don't know the answer yet.
the pot is simmering, so we still got that stew cooking up.
Well, we are building multiple training teams.
Yes.
So
We're-
we
yeah.
can offer multiple classes at the same time in different parts of the country. There were just people in here today applying with their resume.
Yeah.
Some people that were 18 deltas. A couple of days ago, we had a kid in here that just became a EMT. We have other EMS people that are trying to get on staff. There's so many opportunities that we can't say what team is actually going to be out there. We even have 2 vehicles, so refuge training teams can be in 2 places at the same time.
We got big things coming, and
Yep.
as soon as we are able to share the things, because we don't share them until they're set in stone and locked in, we will definitely share with you guys.
But
So.
whoever is the
There will-
teacher, they'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause we
they'll be
don't-
awesome. They gotta
we don't
pass through
employ
us.
Yeah. We keep our standards high, and we make sure that we only have qualified people, especially teaching you guys. So.
The Rickster respondent said, I had a stroke on my right side, and I can use my hand and I walk with a AFO brace. What's an
that?
AFO brace?
It's just a brace that helps him. It might be the one similar to a cane. I'm not sure.
It
Oh,
does
okay.
has the
So
arm.
responder
So,
1 would probably.
Responder 1, responder 2 is questionable. You're practicing CPR. You're applying tourniquets.
He still needs to know how to do CPR with his disability.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And so I would not recommend responder 3 because there's a lot of physical
Yeah.
activity. But I would say possibly the responder 2 would be okay.
And like you said, a doctor's note.
Yep,
for
and then a
those
doctor's
things
note, because
is-
there is a scenario at the end, so we could just talk about that further and discuss that.
And also,
if you find a class that you wanna
communicating
go
prior to class with you guys is definitely things to hang out for.
Bye, guys.
You're out.
I'm out.
You're out. We gotta get this show on the road. We only have, I guess we did jump in a little late. I was gonna say we only have 10 minutes left, but we still have the spinner wheel for the March Madness month, and we have the second trivia question. I know.
I hope people stuck around because somebody was like, they missed the first one.
Oh, they missed the first.
no.
Well, they didn't know the first trivia question unless they were part of the newsletter. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the newsletter.
And then people had
And then-
kicked off with
I know.
There was just a lot.
Technical difficulties, but we're back. We're up. We're here. And
we got 2 questions for the boss lady.
uh-oh.
One of them is, when is that kid gonna show up? I can't wait to see the new Yankee.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's actually, this one will be a little Yankee because he is the boy version. And probably the beginning of April. So I have not gone before 41 weeks to this point with my other 3 kids, so I'm not expecting to do it this time either. But I was 36 weeks yesterday, so I get the nice, pretty belly. And at the end of the day, I'm just done at this point. I'm just.
The next thing is there anything in the pipeline offering emergency medications and antibiotics?
We do not have anything in the pipeline currently. Antibiotics are a spot that we're just not going to get into. But I know like Jace Medical, and I don't remember the other one. There is other good companies out there that we recommend. But antibiotics is just a whole different field of things that we're just not able to jump into with the time and the space and the things that we are already doing. So it's definitely something that when we get asked, we just kind of push them towards Jace Medical, or I can't remember the other one. And if you guys remember, there's another one that we really like. What you got?
I got Surf Thrive asked, do you get certified in decompression needles in Responder 3? And that would be a big
No.
because that's illegal.
No.
You.
Oh, wait a minute. You still have a mic on. Turn that mic off.
So decompression needles you cannot use unless you are certified. Certified EMT and higher are the only ones that are, right?
Certified EMT like Christina.
Well, so decomp needle, you have to know when to use it.
Yep.
And it's
And
only
where.
paramedic or higher.
Okay, paramedic or higher.
The
Yep.
paramedic. So difference between, a lot of people don't know the difference between EMT and paramedic. EMT, they call us ambulance drivers. Yes, we drive. But we assist the paramedic with their job. The paramedic is actually the one in the back of the ambulance with the patient on the way to the hospital.
Okay.
So yeah.
So paramedics and EMTs are both in the ambulance. They're
Correct.
just separate people in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, and a lot of paramedics will tell you, I can't do my job without my EMT.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So-
most people can't do their jobs without an assistant or
Correct.
somebody.
A doctor
Correct.
doesn't need a nurse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, but yeah, it's.
I don't think they can work on the patient and drive the vehicle
No.
and do all the things.
No.
And yeah, you
So
guys definitely.
Paramedic or higher.
Paramedic or higher for decompression needles is definitely. Yeah, because they're just it's putting a new hole into somebody.
that is
So it's
exactly right.
not covered under the Good Samaritan, which is why if you get a decompression needle on our website, you have to check the little box saying that you take responsibility and that you have the training to have it, or at least are taking the
license.
responsibility of the licensing for it, because we cannot give you that responsibility and that licensing for that product.
And
So
you need accurate
yeah.
aim with where that's going. Like people in the special forces, they get tattoos.
They do.
Showing where
Where
to
it's
poke the
supposed to
hole
be.
at.
Yep.
And
'Cause
there are some companies that have a card that you can angle up under the person's arm.
But it's still one of those things you really should have the knowledge and training
Right,
behind, because
absolutely.
and you should only be doing it confidently, because you can get into some serious trouble for using it and not having that background. So, what you got?
It's a spinning wheel.
Spinning wheel time.
Wheel time!
So if you guys were not a part of last week, it is March Madness month, and we have our really fun spinning wheel. Our kit of the week is the bleeding prevention kit that we talked about earlier. So that is on here. The code that will be synced with whatever it lands on is March E, and you can use it on any order on the website. So what's on here? So we have free shipping, free sticker, and 12% off the bleeding prevention kit, which,
And a free patch.
is there a free patch on there? Did I miss it? Oh, sorry. I thought they were all 2s. I forgot that so there is a free patch, which, I wonder which patch. I guess it would be a surprise, because, yeah, it would be. So we can spin it.
Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Spin that wheel!
Free sticker!
Sticker!
Yay! That's exciting. So if you are on the website between now and when the website closes down Friday night, and you use the code MARCHE on your order, you will get a free sticker with your order. And that sticker will be a complete surprise. We will throw something in fun, and they'll probably be different for different people. Like, we have a bunch of really fun stickers, and we can throw them in there.
Onion Ninja.
Yes, and we got a few more
I was gonna say
coming out.
yeah, we are working on a few more stickers coming out. I know our graphic designer loves when we're like throwing her all these ideas. We even made a request form for her because she gets so many requests a day that we needed to like start giving her actual detailed forms so that things didn't get lost in the cracks. Because we all have really good ideas and really funny things for her to create for us, and sometimes there just needs to be a good priority list because she is awesome at what she does. We appreciate Callie so much, and she's actually about to have a baby any day now too.
Oh, yeah.
She's like 39 weeks at this point, so, and one of our other employees' wives just had a baby, and one of our other employees' wives we're baby central. We are reproducing all of the tiny.
Are you trying to say that we follow the word and are being fruitful and multiplying?
I think that is what I'm saying. We are being fruitful and multiplying, and I mean, all these boys are going to be one day
warriors.
just little warriors. Yeah, yeah, for
Warriors
sure. They're
in the
going to be.
Father's kingdom.
They're going to be great. I can't wait to see them all as teenagers.
Do we have any more questions? Look
Yep.
at the questions.
We got questions. We still got one more trivia question that we'll do before we end with a giveaway. But do you guys have any other questions for us?
Someone asked, how about a cricordotomy?
Wait a minute. Turn the mic on.
A what?
There you go, Christina.
Cricoidotomy. That would be no. We do not teach you how to do that.
Well, what is a
So
cricordotomy?
a you keep putting me on the camera.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not a huge fan of the camera. Oh wait, that's my job. So cricoid. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. That's when you cannot intubate someone. So they have completely lost their ability to breathe on their
Yep.
own. You cannot even use an OPA, which is an oral, oh my gosh, OPA.
Pharyngeal?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I was going to say
I told you-
nasopharyngeal,
I told you all this stuff, like,
oral
totally
pharyngeal.
leaves my
Yeah.
mind. So you can't use an OPA to get an airway. You can't use an NPA to get an airway. You can't bag them, like you're getting no air in. And then that's when they actually,
Oh, that's in those shows when they cut
yes,
the.
they cut right here.
And they make it look so like easy in some of those
Yeah.
TV shows, and I'm like,
I mean, we had to do it during like clinicals. We
Yeah.
didn't actually cut someone, thank goodness. But just on the dummy, and it felt so weird. But like, you have to do it in a certain spot. You have to feel for this little.
it's not Hollywood.
No.
Don't think
No,
it's
we will
Hollywood.
not teach you how to do that.
Can't just cut a whole stick of like
Straw?
Like a pin or straw at the bottom of their neck.
No, and you see it in the shows where they do it way down here.
Uh-huh.
No, it's like way up here.
Please
It's right.
don't do what you see on
No.
TV.
No.
Oh, gosh, 'cause
It
that's
is-
what I-
It is not Hollywood. Life.
It's not that way. at
Don't
all.
take what you see in Hollywood as training or instruction in the medical field
No.
at all.
That is, I will not watch medical shows because
No.
I critique it.
Mhm.
I'll like.
Well, hey,
I'm
that
like-
might be a new series for you.
That would be.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh, so
I just started watching, and I love medical shows, but I also am like, you're doing it like you
Yeah,
can't. That's
you're-
not, that's
that's
not how
right.
that works.
That's
But
totally
Hey,
not
the
right.
Prairie Ball Buster, all of your comments about this about this topic, I keep hearing it in an Australian accent because she keeps typing crike, but all I
Crike.
see is crikey.
crikey,
Crikey.
you just hear it. Yep.
Another question for training.
Another question for training.
Uh-oh.
Right there.
Come
Hannah.
on down.
Just.
Just right there.
Yep.
You got the.
Just
There you
don't
go.
slam on a table.
Okay.
We're not Bob. We won't.
Yeah.
Will there be any medical kits for purchase in Camden, Tennessee to put
Oh.
on if we're going to class on Friday?
Oh.
Yes.
Camden's gonna get all the kits.
Camden, you don't know what's coming
Yeah.
to you. Angela Lewis, hello. So we had our free BPK sign up.
Yep.
Sometime in February
Yep.
up until yesterday. So with the Camden classes, we actually don't have the list of customers because they're taking care of that. So because of that, we don't know who or when they purchase the class spots, so everyone's going to get a free BPK.
Yep. You're part of that class, but you also have kits to sell. I know the wound care bucket is definitely going to be there.
Wound care bucket, we will
you got
have
a hand model, the BPK.
Oh. Hand model. There you go. There you go. Is there any spots left for the Camden class?
I believe so. There's 2 classes. There's a morning and a
that's right.
afternoon class, and I do believe that I think it's the afternoon class that still has some spots left. And yes, we will have some Bearfax, SOB kits.
You guys normally have, you normally have a little bit of everything. Maybe not every color,
but we will be meeting up some of our team up there, and they're going to haul some of our goods up with us. And
we're sending extra people to that class just for the SOE festival in general.
It's going to be a good time.
So
that's what I was telling y'all. The team is growing. You never know who you're going to get.
Nope. It's definitely a fun year that we have ahead of us. We have all the things coming down the pipeline and all the people joining our team. We had a new employee this morning come start with us, and we're just rocking and rolling and getting kits out as fast as we can to you guys, because it seems like
It's getting hard to keep up.
I was going to say, the faster we roll out orders, the faster they seem to come in nowadays. We're like just staying with it. So that is all because of you guys, and we appreciate you and all of the support. We could not have gotten this far into these crazy 3 years without all of you. So we got one more trivia question. We're going to go for it. So you guys have to watch all the platforms to see what the who the first answer is, but it is, how fast does a sneeze travel? See if anyone knows. I thought this was interesting.
We're looking.
Because I don't feel like this is something that everybody knows. But if whoever has the answer correct first will get an orange cat tourniquet shipped to them for free, so that way you guys can apply a tourniquet and stop the bleed if necessary.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer? Okay, so how fast does a sneeze travel
On Instagram,
when you sneeze?
Ambitious Gunner.
Oh, we got it?
Yes, indeed.
We did.
Ambitious Gunner got it.
The correct answer is 100 miles per hour. Somebody said Mach 1.
Mach 1. Yeah, so I think it's crazy, but the answer is 100 miles per hour when you sneeze.
Angela Lewis, your comment on Facebook came up right after Ambitious Gunner.
So close.
Instagram.
So close. You guys are awesome. They got that way faster than I was expecting, because
Facebook and on YouTube.
oh my goodness.
She's
You're watching us on all the platforms.
We need to send more people to Facebook.
Yeah.
We're doing a giveaway on there too.
We are. So if you guys are not already subscribed to our Facebook page, make sure you are subscribed there, because we are doing a giveaway for another bleeding prevention kit as soon as we hit 5,000. And we are pretty within a few hundred, I think, right?
I'm at 4,500 now.
Okay, so we're within 500 subscribers, so make sure you guys make sure you share it with all of your Facebook friends, that you don't just spam share us, but definitely share us to people that you would find value with us as a company and in the medical field and space, because everybody should have life-saving equipment, at least a tourniquet on them at all times. I know that it's like less than 0.01% of people in the entire world carry a tourniquet on them, which is insane.
Does that percentage go up if you count how many tourniquets us carry?
No, because
you're just one person.
you're just one person can carry 20 million tourniquets, but 20 million people need to carry one tourniquet, just one.
That's the same thing with the people to firearm ratio here in the United States.
And the firearm
ratio in the building.
and I think it's interesting how many people carry a firearm but don't carry a tourniquet.
Hear that?
Those are unintelligent people. Well,
So-
actually, no, they just don't know any better.
Yeah, they just don't know, because uninformed people, they go both ways. So, who was that last winner? We need to make sure that they email us.
That was the Ambitious Gunner.
Okay, so Ambitious Gunner, make sure you email your shipping address to admin@refugemedical.com so that we can get you your tourniquet shipped out. If you don't email us your address, we can't ship it out. I can't just magically see where you live and ship it there, because we've had people in the past that we're like, where's my giveaway? And I'm like, well, I never got your address. I can't I can't just magically send it across the internet. So make sure you email admin@refugemedical.com. And if you can, put in there which giveaway you were a part of. Which it's only 2 this week, so it's not too crazy, but sometimes Bob in the past has done like 5 or 6, and I'm like, I don't know which one you won. So that just helps me on the admin side of things when I put in your giveaway and get that shipped out to you. So thanks for hanging out. Do we have any last minute questions? I think we're getting to the end. We just hit 2:05. My phone is blowing up. Oh, look, now my boss is messaging me. So, have any last minute questions? Watching all the platforms?
Can we hit the bussin' button?
Yeah, we can always.
Bussin'.
I feel like we didn't.
That shit is hella fire.
We didn't use any of the buttons this week. We always use the yellow one.
That's why, yeah.
Remind me to order the yellow one when we get off
We
the.
need to get like a board that has.
Yes.
Oh, like the
bunch of
mixing
buttons
board.
Wait,
and is louder.
and then we need to get a dog who knows how to push the button.
Oh, I love this.
No, we need a stick with a paw on it that just like comes up into frame and like pushes the button.
You guys are ridiculous. And then those tiny. I don't know if we couldn't get away with the. I was gonna say we couldn't get away with the tiny hands. I'm not sure we can get away with the dog paw.
The button with the tiny hand.
Maybe. So thanks for hanging out. What you got? Anything last
I
minute?
just wanted to shout out our clothing supplier, Sanctified Supply Code, Jerry and Lucia.
Hey!
We were talking about being fruitful and multiplying. They have another
They
bun in the
do.
oven.
I know. That's so exciting.
Make sure to go check out their website, sanctifiedsupplycode.com.
Yep. Make sure you check them out. I actually am not wearing one of their shirts today because I'm too pregnant at this point to fit into them. But I love their shirts, especially the yellow ones that they used to carry.
You and
I
the bee
love the
shirt
yellow.
all the time.
I know. I love the
Ooh.
bee shirt.
If you said you couldn't fit, you this morning in the meeting said, "Oh, we have these 2XL
Well,
shirts."
I know. Those 2XLs I feel like would be a
For,
little.
like, never. Like for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
I know.
That's it.
No, I
She
know.
had the opportunity.
I did. I should have just. I was trying to
You were trying to
share. I was
and
trying
give
to
the love.
share it with somebody who could wear it every day and not just the last few weeks of their
We just got
pregnancy.
called out that our on-air sign is not turned on.
Oh,
Oh no!
It's not
Epic
plugged in.
fail.
Oh.
I can't believe nobody caught that sooner.
Howitzer called us out.
Oh,
Well,
of course he did.
the-
Thanks, husband.
That's why
On
we
there?
had problems starting a live stream.
It's
That's-
because we didn't have a sign on.
Yep, that's it.
Well, this is what happens when.
Are they
You know.
even really seeing us? Is this
Oh,
even
is this
happening?
even? Are we even on air? Are we even live? Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are here almost every Wednesday. We try to be here every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and I know some people have asked for a later live stream. Right now, it just doesn't work with scheduling, but hopefully in the future we can hang out a little bit later for
Oh,
those
hey.
people who are at work. You can always watch the replay, though.
Hey,
So,
I think I know what they were looking for.
Yeah?
They were looking for Refuge After Dark.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we've talked about it. We all are so busy and crazy that fitting that into scheduling sometimes, it's out of office hours. And we all have families and lives and everything that we do after our 10-hour day at work. So we,
A lot of us do more than 10 hours anyway.
yeah, I was
so,
gonna
like,
say, it's on the books. We are working towards one day having a After Dark live stream.
That's awesome. Sanctified Supply Co. I sell hope. I'm a hope dealer. That's awesome.
We love you guys at Sanctified Supply Co. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure if you guys haven't checked out Sanctified that you go check them out. They're an awesome clothing t-shirt. And they even have more than t-shirts at this point. They're hats and everything. So make sure you check them out. Thanks for hanging out with us at Refuge Medical. If you have any other questions, you have all the platforms to ask questions on. We will get some sort of video response or just text response out to you guys. So we appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you all next